What was the word for teacher?
老师，
Say, my teacher isn't working tomorrow.
我老师明天不工作。or 我的老师明天不工作。
Do you remember the word for thing, literally east-west?
东西，东西，
So how might you say 6 things?
六个东西，六个东西。
And what was the word for at the moment?
正在，正在。
And how did you say sorry?
对不起，
What was the word for Japan?
日本，日本。
And how would you say a book?
一本书，
And a Japanese book?
一本日文书，一本日文书。
Say, the book is on the table.
书在桌子上，书在桌子上。
How about 5 books are on the table?
5本书在桌子上，五本书在桌子上。
And what was the name of the Chinese city that meant on sea?
上海，
How would you say my teacher?
我的老师，
How about my teacher is Shanghainese, meaning he or she is from Shanghai?
我的老师是上海人。我的老师是上海人。
Say, he lives in Beijing.
他住在北京。他住在北京。
Say, he lives in Beijing now.
他现在住在北京。他现在住在北京。
Say, in the restaurant there are a lot of people.
饭店里有很多人。饭店里有很多人。
Say, inside there are a lot of people.
里面有很多人。里面有很多人。
What were the words for Saturday and Sunday?
星期六，星期日。
How would you say 8 cups of coffee?
8杯咖啡。8杯咖啡。
Say, sorry, we don't have any coffee.
对不起，我们没有咖啡。
And how did you say at the moment?
正在，
What was the word for to do or to make?
做，
How do you ask, what do you do?
你做什么？你做什么？
How do you ask, what work do you do? Meaning, what's your job?
你做什么工作？
And how might you ask, what are you doing?
你在做什么？ 你在做什么？
Remember, in this sentence, that 在 is a contraction of 正在, meaning at the moment. So how would you say, what are you doing at the moment?
你正在做什么？你正在做什么？
But how about, what are you doing now?
你现在在做什么？你现在在做什么？
Remember, 在 is used twice here, first in 现在, and then again to represent the contraction of 正在. 你现在在做什么? Say, I'm eating.
我在吃饭。
Listen to this expression and take a guess at what it means.
我在做饭。我在做饭。
It means I'm cooking or preparing food. So how would you ask, are you cooking?
你在做饭吗？你在做饭吗？
This word for cooking literally means make rice or make food. But how did you say, I like Chinese food?
我喜欢中国菜。
That 菜 was another word for food, literally meaning dish of food, so it is also acceptable to say 做菜 for cooking. However, if you say this, you're suggesting more that you're specifically preparing separate dishes as opposed to cooking in general. Using that method, say, I like preparing dishes.
我喜欢做菜。我喜欢做菜。
Both methods are acceptable. However, we will mostly use 做饭 from now on, as it's a little more common. How do you say 27?
27。
What about 79?
79。
And how did you say he and I?
他和我。
Listen to the word for to know.
知道。知道。知道。知道。
Those characters literally mean knowledge and path. And incidentally, that Dao is the same Dao used in Taoism and the book, the Dao De Jing, sometimes pronounced Tao Te Ching in the West. The tones are first and fourth. Say, I know.
我知道。
And I don't know.
我不知道。
Say this.
这个。
Ask, what is this?
这个是什么？这个是什么？
Say this thing.
这个东西。
Ask, what is this thing?
这个东西是什么？这个东西是什么？
Reply, sorry, I don't know.
对不起，我不知道。对不起，我不知道。
Ask, do you know?
你知道吗？你知道吗？
Ask, where does she live?
他住在哪里？他住在哪里？
Ask, do you know where she lives?
你知道他住在哪里吗？ 你知道他住在哪里吗？
Notice that has a ma on the end because you're not asking where she lives, but whether someone knows where she lives. And do you still remember how to use bu to ask a question? Using the bu method, ask, do you want or not?
你要不要？你要不要？
And now try, do you know or not?
你知不知道？你知不知道？
Ask, do you know where she lives or not?
你知不知道他住在哪儿？你知不知道他住在哪儿？
Ask, do you want to come?
你要来吗 ？Or 你要不要来？
Ask, is this coffee?
这是咖啡吗 ？Or 这是不是咖啡？
Ask, is today Sunday?
今天是星期日吗？
Reply, no, it's Saturday.
不是，是星期六。不是，是星期六。
Ask, what do you want to do now?
你现在要做什么？你现在要做什么？
Reply, I don't know.
我不知道。
And how do you ask, what are you doing?
你在做什么？
Reply, I'm working.
我在工作。
Reply, I'm working. And you?
我在工作。你呢？
What was the word for now?
现在。
And what about at the moment or right now?
正在。
Say, I'm eating now.
我现在在吃饭。我现在在吃饭。
How would you say, what time will you come?
你什么时候要来？你什么时候要来？
How might you ask, do you know what time you will come?
你知道你什么时候要来吗？你知道你什么时候要来吗？
And how would you say, my family live in the UK?
我家人住在英国。我家人住在英国。
And how would you ask, what is that?
那个是什么？那个是什么？
Listen to the word for friend.
朋友。朋友。朋友。朋友。
Second tone, third tone. What was the word for and?
和。
Say, my friend and I.
我的朋友和我。我的朋友和我。
Now, grammatically, you should technically say my friend and I in English, rather than me and my friend. Well, in Mandarin, this doesn't really matter, and you can say it either way. The only difference is that whichever you put first receives the most emphasis in the sentence. Say, me and my friend.
我和我的朋友。
Say, me and my friend will go to Japan.
我和我的朋友要去日本。我和我的朋友要去日本。
Say, my teacher is American.
我的老师是美国人。我的老师是美国人。
Reply, I know.
我知道。我知道。
Now this 知道 is only used for knowing facts. If you wish to say you know someone, as in you are acquainted with them, you use a different word. The word for to be acquainted or to recognize someone is
认识。认识。认识。认识。
fourth tone, second tone. The first character sounds similar to the word for person, 人, but the 人 in 认识 is a fourth tone going down, 人, whereas person is a second tone going up, 人, so they are not the same. However, since they sound similar, you can use the 人 to remind yourself that 认识 is for people or visual things, and 知道 is for facts and knowledge in general. How would you say, I know this person, meaning you've met them?
我认识这个人。我认识这个人。
How do you ask, do you know him?
你认识他吗？
Ask, do you know my friend?
你认识我的朋友吗？
Ask, do you know my teacher?
你认识我的老师吗？
And how would you ask, do you know where she is?
你知道他在哪里吗？你知道他在哪里吗？
So, 认识 means to be acquainted with, and 知道 means to know on a factual level. Because 知道 deals with facts, you can use it to ask if someone knows of someone. For example, 你知道 John Lennon 吗 would mean, have you heard of him? Obviously, you haven't met him, but you know of him on a factual level, so you can use the word 知道 here. Say, I know of John Lennon.
我知道 John Lennon。
As of 2022, the name of the Chinese president is
习近平。习近平。习近平。
Ask, do you know of Xi Jinping?
你知道习近平吗？你知道习近平吗？
Reply, I know of him, but I'm not acquainted with him.
我知道他，但我不认识他。我知道他，但我不认识他。
Notice in this sentence we dropped the 是 from 但是. That's optional, but native speakers frequently do it, as it makes the sentence smoother. If you say the full word 但是, it usually has the effect of emphasizing the but in the sentence. How do you say, which is yours?
哪个是你的？
And can you remember the slight distinction of how you say, which one is yours?
哪一个是你的？哪一个是你的？
Say, 4 cups of tea.
4杯茶。4杯茶。
Say, a cup and a cup of tea together.
一个杯子，一杯茶。
Ask, how is the tea?
茶怎么样？茶怎么样？
Say, I have 4 friends.
我有4个朋友。我有4个朋友。